And welcome back to case study number 33 of this series, so brilliantly titled Kirk's 40 Case Study Closings. I'm your host, Ryan Kirk, and these case studies range from vacant lots to custom luxury homes in total $2,042,081.71 in profits and equity without having to personally go see the property on some. With no cash, no credit of my own. It varies and I'll explain. And I do it all with Flip Logic and 1-888 cash offer. Now let's get into number 33 of the 40 case studies. And that brings us to 1613 West Balboa Boulevard in Newport Beach, California. If you know Newport Beach, this is right on the peninsula. Pretty cool spot. If you've never been, you definitely should go. It's I'd say it's a world-class, world destination, or a popular beach vacation place. You have a lot of people, a lot of celebrities, athletes who don't want to live in Los Angeles. They love Newport Beach and they frequent or live there. So, all right, let's talk about it. This property, it's a duplex and no ocean view or anything, but it is one parcel away from the sand. It's an off-market, it's inheritance. It came from a direct mail campaign. And this is actually a repeat seller. So actually, as I'm doing this video, I just spoke to this seller again last week. They have another parcel that they want to unload. So that's the beauty about direct mail is just it's something that's scalable, it's duplicable, and if you have a direct mail campaign going, you're going to generate some great off-market deals. So I would say that's an important part of any marketing plan, is to have off-market properties coming into your business, which can be done through a direct mail campaign. So, and there's plenty of lists that you can mail to. This list, I believe, this was mailed to a absentee owner list. Absentee owner, last sale date of 2003 and prior, and obviously this is a duplex, so I included multifamily as well. Property condition, gut remodel or tear down. Seller's motivation, health issues. He gave a power of attorney to his son, so it was pretty much an inheritance. The son's handling the business. Had bad tenants stopped paying, and he just wanted to get rid of the headache. And so ARV on this was about 2.195, and repairs were 352. Purchase price was 1.2. So let's kind of break it down. The 352 and the 2195, that was based on, I believe that was based on doing a, again, you reverse engineer anything that you do. So I believe this was reverse engineered based upon either doing an addition or or tearing it down. And again, the best thing you could do is always start with what you have there. Maybe that's not let me back up. Probably the highest dollar amount you're going to be able to get out of the land for the highest and best use is usually if you tear it down and you start over, right? And you build something brand new. So look at the new construction in the area. What's the trend? What's happening? What are the new construction comps? What did they sell for? How large are they? Right? And then just reverse engineer it. Plug in those numbers. The ARV, the square footage, the price per square foot to get there, which on new construction can be anywhere from $125 a square foot to $200 a square foot, depending on the location and the finishes. So in this case, probably $200 a square foot. So reverse engineer that, and then you want to shoot for a target ROI, typically on new construction between 25 and 30%. And then once you've got that number, what would generate a 25 to 30% ROI, then you can know where you need to purchase it beneath that, right? So just reverse engineer it. If if that's the best way, and that's the best way to go in high price per square foot areas. So, and I believe that's the way that this property went. Seller said yes by law of reciprocity. You know, seller, if we pay all cash, pay all closing costs, close on the date of your choice, what's the best price you can do? 1.2. And I did this based on, I did no contingencies, 20-day close. So that's what I did. That's what they preferred. They wanted to do 20-day close. I had to go non-contingent to get it. And you only want to go non-contingent when you have your exit in place, right? Whether that's a buyer that you're going to wholesale it to, or if you intend to close on it and rehab it, or do the development, you know, just make sure you've got your funding lined up, and you're going to do that. But never go naked on a deposit unless it's a small deposit. But usually when you get into these price points, you know, they want at least 1%. So you definitely don't want to go non-contingent on that unless you've got your exit. So the investor came from a Marketing Blast comps, or you know, you can do an instant cash buyer search and do a Marketing Blast to them. And I believe this one, the investor on this, actually on this one, I used a private lender, and we closed, and we both went on title as tenants in common, 50% me, 50% him. He put up 100% of the money, and we just split the profits, and then we put it up on the MLS, and we found the cash buyer that way. So that's how we did it. So the investor paid 1.3, we had it at 1.2. Our profit was 100,000, you know, minus closing costs. And the funding that we used, again, I used private money. I used a private money lender. He funded. We took title 50-50 as tenants in common, and then our investor who actually bought it, they actually got a conventional loan, and that's how we flipped it. So this property, yes, you would have gone to see it personally. I did, and that's because the owner was there when I went to go see it, and then since I used private money to close on it, and we actually took title, I wanted to make sure that you know, since we were putting ourselves in that position, that I was very familiar with the property. If it was an assignment, then it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. But since I was, this was something we were going to close on and hold for a short time, definitely needed to be familiar with the property. As far as a deposit or money, yes, I had to use a deposit on this, but that was cashed out as soon as my private money lender wired. Then I was able to get my deposit back once we closed. So, but yes, this did require cash because of my own. It would have required cash of your own because I had to put up a deposit. So, all right. I hope that helps. Again, statistically, only 10% of YouTube videos are watched until the end. So if you're in that 10%, you're a hustler, persistent, determined to succeed. I wish you much success. So thanks for watching. I look forward to working with you.